Hey guys, this is Cruiseroy. I know everybody's been asking about this because you hear a lot about the UpAir and the Phantoms. They're telling you that the Phantom is, the UpAir is a clone of the Phantom. So what I got today is I printed some spare parts for people, and a particular person. I got this on loaner to give it a try, but here you go. This is the Phantom 3 standard, and this is the UpAir. Somebody can jump in at any time. I don't know everything. I've been flying for a long time, but I don't know everything. But the DJI has a radio frequency of either 5.8 or 2.4, and they use Wi-Fi for the camera. So it's a little different than the UpAir. The UpAir uses two different frequencies. You got 2.4 and you got 5.8. Both are radio frequencies, and that's the way UpAir does it. I think in the future they're going to go the way that DJI is, and they're going to have a Wi-Fi to go with their app. Or they're going to use a whole different thing, I'm not sure, but for right now we want to do a comparison test. And here's the UpAir. I have two batteries here, one with the mod that doesn't light up, and a standard battery. That's a full charge. We'll put that in. Oh, let me talk about the batteries real quick. Pull out the propellers. Here's the two birds. I think they're both 330, what they call a 330 sized. They're also the X pattern. The thing about the batteries is you got 5400, which is a 3-cell, and this is a 48, but it's a 4-cell LiPo, so a little bit longevity on these. It's a lot smaller, so does it have the same time the UpAir has? I don't know. We're gonna see. So let me start by putting this one in. They both function kind of the same way. Good clicking action. Alright, first thing I want to talk about, well, second thing I want to talk about is the camera. You get it from UpAir, it has nothing. This is a 3D printed part that I did myself, and I printed it up, and that's what holds the camera. So it comes with nothing. UpAir doesn't give you a thing with this, and I've heard stories of them coming already damaged. So you can print your own, design your own, or whatever. I printed my own and designed my own, and to protect it. Now this is a 4K camera. Alright. Now these motors, they say, are similar to the Phantom. I think they're a knockoff. The Phantom motors for the standard 3 are a little bit taller. The guards do fit on this from a Phantom 3. Most Phantom 3 parts fit on this except for the skids, but they come up so high the propellers hit them. So you have to do a few tricks to get them to work. The camera on the Phantom 3 standard comes with a gimbal lock. And you can feel the difference in the cameras. This is all aluminum alloy, 3-axis, and very well made, but also what's a little bit heavier is going to hit the ground harder. This is only a 2.7K camera, which you can also change. So let me take the lens off. But this comes with a lens cover. It has dampening clips, which it really needs because these dampers are really soft. The thing would just fall off tapping the ground. So they put these in to protect it, but it gives it a nice smooth run. So it comes with these items. It comes with 2 sets of props, which the UpAir comes with 1 set of props and just 2 extra, which is a silver and a black spin. You're counterclockwise and you're clockwise. So that's what you're looking at. You look at the size of the camera. It's a lot smaller. Alright. And this has this U-shaped dip they talk about. The Phantom don't. Gives it a little bit more room for all the components in there. All the components they're using in here. And also the boards. This is an APM board, and this is a NASA. There's 2 types of boards in the world that I know of. And there are other boards, but they work the same as the APM. A lot of different APM style boards. They're open source. And the Phantom has their own, which is the NASA boards. So first off, let me start putting the props on. They're both identified. The UpAir has a red dot The Phantom has a black dot, so don't put the silver on a black dot. But also, I bought DJI props for the UpAir. So some Phantom 3 stuff fits and some doesn't. Now the Phantom comes with a wrench. If these get too tight after a flight, you can take your props off. The UpAir comes with nothing. I think my buddy's been using this as a lawnmower, but good shape. I'm going to put this here. Let me put the UpAir props on. Now also, they're both designed similar. The UpAir has a compass, but the thing is, you can't calibrate it if you get in a jam. Now, these I haven't calibrated. They're probably calibrated in China and never recalibrated. So you have to do the USB mod, go into Mission Planner, and you have to recalibrate your IMU and recalibrate the bird. And I have not done it yet because supposedly APM boards learn on their own. And so we can't calibrate this. We're on the Phantom, on the phone, supposedly now in the app, instead of using the radio clickety-click. You can set it up to calibrate, and we can do it right here, and it'll look for its satellites. Now they both run on GPS. Now the UpAir comes with FPV. They tell you to lean the antennas out like that to get better distance. Here's the FPV screen. Comes with a rechargeable LiPo battery that you can remove. You can change the channels if someone else has the same channels. And you also have return to launch. And you have GPS, attitude mode, and what they call headless mode, or IOC. So, and you have the little tilt knob for the camera. Alright, so move the Phantom one more time. Now the Phantom radio turns on when you pull it out of the package, which I'll shut it off. You have GPS, IOC, attitude hold, and you have return to launch, and that's a separate function. If you notice, the knob's on the opposite side, but this knob has return to center. Doesn't mean it does, it's just a little bit better quality on the knob. This feels like a cheap version of this, but anyways, you get what you pay for. The main thing is this right now, $285. Amazon or even Banggood at $295. This is $499 plus tax from DJI. But supposedly this first bird came out, it was like $900. So I got this one facing forward. Let me face this one forward. It's got the little red stripes. DJI gets you a bunch of stickers so you can put them on the front. And UpAir gives you nothing. But you're not paying all that money. Now, so anyways, I got my old man glasses just in case I need them to read this. I already have the Go app open. Let me tighten up the knob here. Alright, so the difference is you got an FPV screen here, and this you can either use a tablet or your phone. I'm going to tilt it a little bit that way. But what this has is auto takeoff and auto land. So we're going to see how that works. But first, we're going to see, I'll start with the Phantom, I guess, because I have to calibrate it. So I'll turn on the radio. Makes a fancy sound. I'm going to find a flat spot over here. I'm going to say, right here. And, oh yeah, the batteries turn on the same way. Push the button, hold the button. I'm going to let it boot. This says camera. Let's open the app. There's the app. Right over here it's got auto takeoff and auto landing. I'm thinking the camera's there. Camera's moving. I don't know why I don't see anything. It says disconnected. Disconnected. Now bear with me. Calibrate the compass. Okay. Fun. So, let me see what it does. It's not really calibrating. Alright. Already putting out little issues here. I do not know why I am not connected. Let me shut off the app. Let me turn it back on again. I did have the phone on for a long period of time. It says camera. Oh, I might have my Wi-Fi off. Hold on a second. I am an idiot. You have to turn on your Wi-Fi. There we go, Phantom. That's what it was. Sorry about that, folks. Had the Wi-Fi off. Okay, it's connected. So just a few steps more that we have to do. Okay, it's on. I'm going to calibrate it. Okay, so first it's telling me to go. Of course, the arrow's facing the other way. So we're going to go this way. See what the lights do. Okay, they turn. Now I'm going to face it like this. Go the same way. But see, this gives you the choice of calibrating. Okay, now she's going to have to look for satellites. Alright, so we're on. This is really tiny on a phone. It's got the GPS, it's got satellite strength, the radio, auto land, auto takeoff. Alright. Let me get my old man glasses here. Alright, yeah, I see it. I got 9 satellites. So it says safe to fly already, 97%. So what we're going to do, instead of using the UpAir, I can pretty much see everything on this little phone. I need a bigger ship, as they would say. But here's the auto takeoff. Now supposedly it's supposed to take off and wait for me to take control. So let's try it. Okay, there it is. Swipe, take off. Make sure your fingers are not near the props. Now you just swipe. Watch this. Now it's supposed to go to like 3 feet or so, which looks a little bit more to 5 feet because it's at my eye level. What's video mode doing? That's photograph. Oh, change it over to video. Boy, that is so small. Let's do, it's recording now. Turn it around. Say, how you doing? There I am. Alright, now she's in GPS already, and she's holding pretty steady. You can pretty much walk up to it. It doesn't have avoidance like your Phantom 4, but let's give it a flight here. Okay. So what I like about the UpAir already, it comes with a really nice screen. It's not that big. I mean, this gives you telemetry and everything on your battery, but I can barely see it with a small iPhone, so a tablet would be better, or even a screen like we have the 7-inch, with the UpAir. And also I have this little arrow that tells me which way to come home. Now this has auto, if I shut this radio off, she'll come back home. Let's try the camera gimbal. Alright, so I know it's aiming at this house over here with the tractors that they're working on. But look at that GPS. I don't know if you can see that. That thing's locked. No toilet bowl, no nothing. Just sitting there locked. Alright, and like I said, if I shut this radio off, which I ain't trying because it's not mine, it's supposed to come home to me. So I'm going to do a little spinach. I wonder if I could catch that hawk over there flying around. I don't think it's a hawk, but it's some kind of turkey vulture. He's right below me. I think I'm gotta watch out for hawks because they're drone killers. Okay, let me bring it down. Yeah, I wish I had a bigger screen so you guys could see it. It's a good picture, it's very good, clear, but just small. I would recommend a tablet or something 7-inch or so would work. But see, I let off the sticks. She kicks it into gear. If I go like this, she locks herself right in. But I've owned the Phantom 1 for a long time, and I like them very much. I can do a lot of mods to them, just like the UpAir. The Phantom 1, I mean. The Phantom 1 I can mod all day long. And hey, that's cool, butterfly. The UpAir you can mod, and the Phantom 1 you can mod. The Phantom 3s and 2s get a little bit more difficult, but sometimes they work just the way they are. But that return to home on the scroll wheel works pretty good. You got to kind of nudge it to get anything, which is good. It feels pretty strong. Let's get a little speed test. Go up above the trees where I'm safe. But I guess the guy that let me use it, he's very happy with the land and the auto takeoff and the auto land. So it's pretty good for a noob. I want to see what happens when I go into attitude mode. Kind of sucks I can't see the screen. Non-GPS. Saying non-GPS, but look at it, it's kind of holding pretty well. But if I swoop, it keeps going. It does a drift. So it's supposed to be better and smoother for videos, but GPS is the way to go. If you practice a lot and you're not afraid of crashing, you can go into attitude mode. I don't want to go too far away because, like I said, it's a loner. And I wasn't very smart. I didn't learn the return to home function. Turn the GPS on. At least I know it'll sit still. I'm going to aim it towards myself. I think I'm around here somewhere. Nope. I kind of like that arrow. Yeah, I don't want that bird fussing with me. You stay away from me. Don't know what kind of bird, but I won't mess with you if you don't mess with me. Trying to see if I can get him, but I gotta come a little lower. Always keep an eye on birds. They tend to come at you if they're afraid. I'm hoping he's in the film. I can't really see him, but I'm going to back up. They like to dive bomb, so. Alright, sorry, I'm playing with the bird. Let me come down. I guess the your phone or tablet will talk to you. I got a new thing going on the screen here. It's looking right at me. I'm going to tilt it out of the sun now. But I'm seeing something going on right on the screen there. Let me see if I can get my old man eyes. Showing 1349, 903. I have no idea what that is. 1626 on a 2K. So that 1307, I don't know what that is. 922 on the camera. Video, and I don't want to take any pictures. Distance. I'll have to learn all of that. Like I said, oh, there's a little radar down here. I guess that's telling me which way to come home. I'll have to learn that. Batteries. I'm not sure where the voltage is. 52% or 58% signal, I guess that means. So before you fly one of these, try to learn everything. I don't. I just jump out of the box and try to fly it. You can also take it out of return to home function, just like the UpAir, if you have to. it will do that. Let me take a look at the ground. It does come down pretty fast too, like the UpAir, like I did. I got a couple blinking lights there. I don't know which one is the time. I forgot to bring my timer to double check everything, but you see how it reacts to going below grade, like I did the UpAir. It's like you're going below landing, so does it shut off when you go downhill? It looks like it tries to lift itself back up, keep itself from hitting the ground. See, like now I lost my orientation. The little radar shows the ship facing that way, so if I pull this back, it's not coming towards me. Oh, there's a green arrow there. So it's in reverse, so I'd have to learn what's going on with that. It's actually facing me. It's actually pretty quick. They say the Phantom 4 can do about 45. What I am hearing, if anybody has any idea about these, I hear a little whistle. Kind of like a motor bearing. Trying to see if I can hear it. It's a weird sound. I don't see the props. Let off those sticks, comes to a complete stop. I'm going to do a little yaw. It had two lines going on there. And then we can compare the video when I do my video. I'm not going to do the return to home. I know the sun's like right behind me. You can use things like trees, the sun, everything to know your orientation. And yes, I'm playing near the wires again, but it doesn't seem to affect the Phantom. Now on the return to home, I think what happens is the Phantom will go up first. Not looking good here. Let me back up. I'm going to say right about here I'm good. But we're going to do an auto land. I might own somebody some propellers here, but let's see. I'm still recording. We'll leave the recording on. Let me move over a little flatter here. Auto land, please. Oh, you can tap to cancel. Will it shut off on its own? There you go. It auto lands by itself. You can cancel it. And I still got some juice in the battery. Camera's still rolling. Auto take off again. Swipe it. And that's its home point too. That's awesome. That's really awesome. But it's not 3 feet. Could be 3 meters, I guess, right? guess I will take a few shots. Ooh, a birdie. I'm going to bring it up there. I don't want to go too far away. That thing is so small. Let me stop that. It made a noise. Slide it over to photo. Take a picture. You can see how the pictures come out. Don't want to shoot. You don't want to stay in the sun too much unless you get. They have filters you can put on the camera. But let me slide it back to video. I'm going to bring it back, do an auto land again. We're going to try it. But I guess if you know your time's up, it'll land on its own. But look at the hills here. Do you want this thing to land anywhere? I already had that fun with the UpAir, chasing through the pickers, because nobody cuts this field. But what I'm going to do, you bring it close to a good area here. And that looked like a good area right there. GPS is on. Now you can swipe it. It says stay out of the way, big warning, but you see that? You can tap it to shut it down, but it's going to land on its own. Good for the noobs. Good for me too. But see, you're trying to fight. See how the propellers are kind of, it knows to adjust itself like autopilot, you know. When you're trying to go, oh, I'm slipping, you end up tipping over most drones. But let me shut this down. Always shut your drone down first. Okay. I forgot to shut the video off, so I probably won't save. Okay, now it says warning off. I'm just going to shut my phone off. Shut the radio. Okay. Phantom 3. Okay. So, let me put this one away real quick, and we're going to go with the UpAir. Alright? I'll be right back. Okay guys, this is Cruiser again. Phantom 3, put away in the case. I'm going to go with my UpAir now. I forgot what time it was that it ran for. That's supposed to be good for 23 minutes with the gimbal on it. The battery is one cell bigger than the UpAir, and better quality of battery. People have been having trouble with these. This one's got the balance mod and the plug, so I can just plug it into a regular battery charger, LiPo charger, and charge it up like a regular LiPo. And you can get yourself an alarm, you guys. This is one of those little cheapo Chinese alarms, and you can set it up that when your voltage is low, it'll scream to you and say, get your ass down. But anyways, I got the UpAir together, and like I said, this is different. It's FPV. Oh, hold on a second. I forgot. When you store your UpAirs, guys, disconnect your battery. See, noob moves all the time. You just gotta be a noob, man. So many things to think about. Oh, by the way, the transmitter for the Phantom 3, it has its own built-in LiPo. I guess it's good for 3 or 4 flights before you have to charge it. The same as the UpAir, except it's not removable. If you ever need to remove it, you have to unsolder it from the board. Call DJI, get a new one. This one here, you can go onto Banggood and buy a new one. And okay, let's go back to what we're doing. Let's turn it on. you should get the UpAir signal. Make sure your antennas are down like this, I guess, is the best way. Don't listen to me. What do I know? Make sure your USB port is plugged in. Tighten these screws up. I see people with their screens falling in their way. Here's the UpAir, the integrated 4K. I took the sticker off for my guard, but I do not have the wire ties in this. I'd rather this thing break free. This is known to hit the ground hard as a rock. It took a good hit, but the gimbal just comes flying off, and it saved itself. It came off, unplugged, lay on the ground. All right, so I kind of like that idea. So let's find the same flat spot here. Where was I? I'll pick right here. Now, like I said, the UpAir, you cannot calibrate the compass. So make sure your camera ain't quivering like it's hitting the ground. Now I have to sit here and wait. Now until they come up with a way that you can calibrate these, you can do it on Mission Planner, and supposedly you're done with it. It's an altitude hold out or attitude hold. If I move the switch, it goes to position hold, but you can start an attitude hold. There's no automatic launch. My video hasn't started. Alright, people are having trouble with the video starting. I think it's because I have no satellites yet. I have no satellites. It's got to look for satellites. And like I'm near electrical wires, so it might have trouble, but I'm not going in the pickers. It usually works. So I'm sitting here waiting for satellites, where all I had to do was calibrate the compass on the Phantom and fly. So right now I literally can't do any flying. I think the camera didn't come on because there's no GPS signal. It knows not to come on until you got some GPS signals. Here we go, I got 4. All of a sudden they came out of nowhere. There's 5. I think you can pretty much take off in 6 or whatever, but so you got the bow-legged out, and then you got the straight down for disarm. I got 8 satellites. They're coming quick now. They kind of stay there stationary, but I think the camera didn't start because it had no GPS, and I'm in altitude hold anyways. But the minute I hit the video, which is on the side here, you got your video or your camera and your scroll wheel. Let's check the scroll wheel. It's working. You get fisheye from this camera, by the way, on the integrated, which you cannot change unless they come up with a software fix. They tell you not to fly unless you're in 12 satellites. I'm sitting here with 8. So with the UpAir, what you got to do is bring a chair, take a nap, and then wake up from the nap, and you should have all the GPSs. The only thing with APM boards, you can have a good day one day, the next day you're going to have a bad day. We're not cloudy. I mean, there's some real wispy clouds up there, but we're not cloudy at all. And I'm only getting 8 satellites. So I could take, 9. Here we go. We're going to have a party soon. I got 9. And this is a stock battery. So even, you can use this. They're going to come up with Follow Me, I guess, on the new version. It's going to use the app like the Phantoms. As long as they put it in English so we can all read it. But I do like this screen. I wish the Phantom just had a 7-inch. I can pretty much read all that without my glasses. We got 11. It just double jumped. Can probably take off, but your best bet is 16 to 18. You can fly like this, and then eventually while you're floating around, somebody's got a myth that you get up and you yaw a few times before you start taking off, and it'll grab more satellites. I really don't think that matters. I think the antenna on the UpAir is just, the APM board is just low quality. You know, you're getting what you pay for. $295 for an FPV drone, takes pictures, video, and 2K. This is the 4K model, which I did not pay anywhere near $400, $500 for this thing. I got 12 satellites now. So let's bow-leg it. And you do have to watch this throttle. When you do the bow-legged and you release it, I'm already getting glitching from my transmitter for some reason. See, some people are getting that too, the glitching. I could have a loose cable. The Phantom 4 is kind of the best design now. Everything is integrated. I don't know why I'm getting the glitching. There we go. She's gonna float. Alright. Now what was it? The minute I took off, she just sat there. And I'm in altitude hold, but let me change it. I'm going to go to position hold. And now the video starts on its own. I'm in position hold. So in attitude mode, it's going to stay off. And I got 13 satellites. And I can actually fly the Phantom around this. But I would not let go of the controller for this too long because she tends to drift. But I do like all the information. It's big and clear with the APM boards. Your voltage, your meters, position hold, the arrow. Like I said, that arrow, no matter what anybody says, is I want to bring it home. I want to bring it home. That bird, I want to bring it home. Just move that stick wherever that's pointing. And it's going to come back to you. Watch. I'm going to pull it back. There it is. Alright? So no matter where it is, and if I'm going to pull away from my truck, alright? I'm going to do a yaw. Alright? Now I'm facing that way. Here's the arrow. It's kind of looking that way. So, I put that stick that way. There you go. So, that's a pretty cool idea. I do like that. But I don't like I got 14 satellites. And I'm getting drift. And sometimes I get toilet bowl effect. It's all how the UpAir one is feeling that day. So you're skipping on her own. You know, you're using an APM board. It's not a NASA. It's not a DJI product. And even my Iris does the same thing. But my Iris has 15 batteries. After the second one, she's pretty much controllable. With these, everybody's buying them. It only comes with one battery. So the one battery goes nuts on you. It crashes. It flies away. That's what they do. It's an APM board. I'm sorry, guys. You at Eurocopter or whatever. That's what they do. And the only way to do it is get into Mission Planner and do a really, really good calibration for your area. See, I'm not touching the throttle up. It's bouncing up, but it just got a little gust of wind here. But nothing that's uncontrollable with the Phantom. Still only have 14 satellites. Let me try the yaw thing. I'm going to yaw 3 times before I even take off here. Okay, besides making the UpAir dizzy, I did do it. I still have 14 satellites. What I'm going to do is take it up a little bit higher. Get away from the electrical wires, which are not even close enough to affect me. I'll go up a little higher. Problem with APM boards, I let go of it, and sometimes it wants to come back to its neutral position. But at least I got video going. I am getting screen flicker, which all that is the connection inside the board. I don't mind if that's all I lose. The connection on the ESC or something like that would bother me. I do like the bigger letters. It's telling me my voltage. I've been up for 345 minutes now. And it gives me everything here is pretty much on the NASA software. You just need a bigger screen to see it. Using your phone kind of sucks when you're elderly like me. So like I said, there's that arrow again. It's pointing at me. So I pull the stick towards me, it comes towards me. So I'm not liking the glitchy screen right now. It wasn't doing that the other day, but you know what? The UpAir is a roll of the dice. Every day you're going to get a little different symptoms from her. People have burnt out their chips. I think the people have burnt out their chips in the APM is this APM board is not, listen to me, not designed for anything over a 3-cell battery. If you put a 4-cell or a 5-cell to this, God love you, you're going to cook it. It's going to be up there flying, and it's going to drop to the ground. Now, I was up there floating around. Let me turn the camera. And now I got 16 satellites. So lower I had crap satellites. Up there I had more. So that's kind of an antenna thing. The GPS is of low quality. The Iris has a Pixhawk in it. One of the best APMs they got. It works mint. It's got follow me. It's got waypoints. It's got everything. Probably the new UpAir will have all of that, but right now it doesn't, and that's why it's $295, folks. I mean, you're all crying out for new technology on this, but when you cry out for new technology, the price is going to go through the roof. So for the money, I'm way up there, bro. I'm taking some photos. I'm doing some video. This one here starts the minute the GPS is on. If I would have left the GPS off, I probably could have did photos beforehand. But the minute I hit the GPS, I noticed that camera starts rolling, which is fine. You know, I go home, I edit it. But right now, 16 satellites, it's doing good. I got screen flicker, but I know I got probably a loose wire. You always got to check your gimbal pre-flight inspection. Number one, gimbal. Pull those isolators off. I can do it in my sleep now. Check the wire, put the isolators back in, you're done. Could be internal. I've heard people have internal plug problems. So anyways, not a NASA. You go to the store for $4.99 for the Phantom 3. You pull it out of the box, charge the batteries, and you're up in the air after you do the calibration, the IMU. Sometimes you need an IMU, which is just leveling the bird. You can do that with the UpAir as well. But I wish there was a way, even some of the newer hoopsons coming out, you have to calibrate them every flight, but at least you can calibrate it. That's the whole secret. The speed on this is about the same as the Phantom. I'd like to have a way of testing it. I would say you're easy 25, 30 miles an hour. It's definitely not a Phantom 4, but it does move. My battery's at 1108, but lately, flying this thing with batteries, with the stock lipos, I don't take a chance. The more I push this, the voltage drops, and then it comes back up again. So, and then people are worried about putting all these lipos. I'd like to find a 10,000 milliamp that's lightweight, a little bit that'll fit in that hole. But for now, the biggest one I got is 8,000. Okay, she locked right back in there again. Let me see where I am. Okay, it is the arrow. Let me just do that. I want to do that real quick. It seems retarded. Nope, sorry, don't use those words, not politically correct. But see the arrow? It's facing that way. So you're telling me I pull this stick to the right, it's going to come to me. So let's watch. There it is. It's coming to me. Alright, so everybody has a story on this. On the arrow setting, but hey, that's the way I explain it. Works for me. This one also doesn't have the upgraded TX yet, so that might be why I'm getting radio flicker. I think their stock ones are a roll of the dice. You know, they got probably a crate of these things, and they're digging through them for each one they build. And you get good ones, you get bad ones. You know, you're talking the components: an APM board, a LiPo battery, a camera that was made by Firefly. Now it's integrated to save themselves some money, but it's still built by Firefly. Sorry. And I think there is a few settings. If you plug the USB in, you can actually change, like putting a time on the clock if you want. I'm getting the jitters out of it when I go too fast. But see how it kind of does the hula dance when you come to a stop, and now she's trying to think of where she's going. And now I got 19 satellites, so this thing should just lock right in and stay there. And it does. It does. This is probably the second time on this hill, so it kind of remembers. I still would like to do a at-home IMU test and a calibration. I've been flying for 9 minutes and 17 seconds. I got 1087 volts. All I've been hearing is when that hits 1048, that thing's going to want to come home. And I took off from Death Valley, so I think I'd rather bring it down and land it safely. Try to do it on my own. But luckily DJI props fit. I don't have to wait 10 years to get any props from China. So that's a good thing. Do a little video. And as I did with the Phantom, I want to take some pictures, but this one has that infamous problem where I don't know if it's actually taking a photograph. So it does freeze. And now it changed photo res. But it goes right into changes, takes a photo. See how the screen changes when you take a photo? So it is taking a photo. Then it goes right back to video. Now it changed itself 30 frames a second to a different video. So if you hold this button too long, so this one's got a bug in it. It's not working to my preference, but now that I'm on stop video, let me hit the video button. It's going to start up again. Okay, also on the UpAir, you want to come down slow. You come down too fast. I've already done that, a fast descent. But I got 1075 on the battery. I want to land it myself. You can watch the telemetry to see how you're coming down, but get it in close. I got one light left, which means I still have a little flying left, but I don't want this thing to return home on its own. Bring it on the flat spot. Problem is this shutting off the props. You gotta keep that stick down until it stops. Hold the stick down. Hold it. There you go. Alright. Hello guys. Alright, there's all your telemetry. I like that too. At the end of a flight, I didn't check that with the Phantom, but you get all this telemetry. It's going to blink back and forth as long as you leave the battery in it. If you try to shut the video off, it'll shut off for a second. It should stay off, but no. Let me put it in altitude hold. Let me shut it off. No, she'll keep running. So in the beginning, I'm in attitude hold. The camera will stop. Let me hit camera. It took a picture. The camera's on now, but it went right back to video and started recording. So I have that little glitch too. If I ever figure out what's wrong with it, I'll let you guys know. But let me shut this down. A good day is a non-crashing day. Shut the battery off. Alright guys, so that's the UpAir 1 and the Phantom 3. Maybe one day this is going to say UpAir 3 on it and we'll have Wi-Fi and all that happy crap. But for now, you got to deal with what it is. Do a lot of reading on it. There's a ton of forums. Well, mostly one forum has a lot of stuff going on. There's another one in Italy, but I can't read Italian. But hey, this is Cruise Roy. Comparison Phantom 3 UpAir 1, and this is Cruise Roy. Have fun, and I'm out of here.